Hi Capricorns, and welcome to your February 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to speak about your energies coming up in the month. Welcome Capricorn. It's going to be better than you think. Okay, I know that you are having some heavy experiences. It's actually rare to be in a lifetime where you have Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter all in Capricorn. It hasn't happened in 500 years, and you're a Capricorn, so to some degree there's an amount of karmic heaviness on you, and I think that it's awesome to see the sun and the star coming up in your reading right after that. It's almost like all of that energy just comes together and it births a new star into your life. So yeah, I know that a lot of you have come out on the other side, as you are officially doing. If you're listening to this reading, you have come out on the other side of the exact Saturn-Pluto conjunction in your sign. How do you feel? I know that a lot of you are kind of seeing a new opportunity or a new career path or a new goal that you never saw before, but it kind of culminates and consolidates all of your past plans or past journeys. This is really the goal for Capricorns, to basically be able to take your older chapters, the aspects of your past that may not have felt harmonious, and consolidate them into one linear goal here in the present. And that's where you start to see the sun and the star coming together. Whenever I see the sun and the star in the same reading, especially upright next to each other, to me, it is one of the most benevolent combinations. So luck is on your side this month, Capricorn. If you've been having a tough time, bad emotional experiences, pain, heaviness, power dynamics, control dynamics, to some degree, it was right, and it orients you to get back on the path. Sometimes when things are too easy, guys, this is the human life. We're on Earth, things get too easy and we get stuck and stagnant. And sometimes we need a hard slam or a hard shake up to realize, oh, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to create in my life. And at the root of everything, Capricorn, for you is this incredible creative power that you have. You are going to be favored this month. You are going to be hierarchically favored. People who you might have had problems with in the past, I think, will maybe try to reach out an olive branch, or people or experiences that have been considered bad, tough, or wrong, or difficult will start to become more favorable to you. So there's a degree of being open, Capricorns, to things that didn't work before possibly being able to work now. Consolidation. Your sign rules the theme of consolidation. So being able to face the difficult, or being able to look at what isn't right and not need to run away and not need to bury it or not need to abandon the wrong. So this is a big theme for you this month. Not having to abandon what wasn't right or what wasn't working, but rather taking it and using, Pluto and Jupiter, especially being in your sign, to create this massive transformation in your life. When Jupiter and Pluto come together, which they're not quite together right now, but they're in the same sign. When they are in a similar space, the massive societal and personal transformative capability is at a high. And you are the face of that, Capricorn. So there is a transformative ability, and what you bring to the table within that. For example, if this were Pluto and Jupiter in Gemini or something, it would be much more surface level and much more communicative. But what you bring, Capricorn, with Pluto and Jupiter being in your sign, is the ability to take the old ancient systems and consolidate them with the new. So you want to be looking towards your ancestry. You want to be looking towards your history. And I don't mean to provoke any past tripping mentality, because that's not quite it. It's more so looking at the good things from the past and bringing them, almost being a chronicler, keeping a chronicle or making a chronicle of how something used to be, and picking the things that need to come along, because we are also in a year of the rat in the Chinese astrology. I did a video on that. If you guys haven't seen, you can click over to my channel and find it if you want to watch it. But so what can happen in a year of the rat is we can get really detached from quality and really detached from the things that were actually right in the desire to build something completely new. So your job, Capricorn, and your purpose is about reminding us of what we don't need to leave behind and reminding us what needs to stay. So more personally, What needs to stay in your life, Capricorn? That's a great thing to figure out in the month of February. What needs to stay? What needs to not be pushed out or not be let go of? Because the last few years for you guys have been all about what can I let go of? What can I donate? What can I clear out? And some of you might still really need to do that. It's still, if you feel like you haven't really gotten rid of things, or if you haven't like donated, or if you feel like you have too much clutter, too much things like that, it's a supported time until late March to declutter, to minimalize, and to let go. And then once we get into late March, we want to pull in, maximize, so on and so forth. But I feel that you guys are starting that early, and I think that you're maximizing something really important here. I want to go ahead and get into the week to week, and we'll see more clearly what's coming up. In the first week of February, Capricorn, 7 of Pentacles rooted down by the star. So some of you having saved an incredible amount of money, or some of you have put together many different experiences that now it's like the puzzle comes together, basically, which is what I love for you. The final piece of the puzzle, making something whole, making something total, complete total resolution. It's really beautiful. I love that combination of energies for you. And I think that I'm just jotting things down because I don't want to forget my thoughts. And the pen's out of ink. Do you guys know what I mean? Like when the pen's out of ink in so many ways. You don't want to burn too brightly at the same time during that time. You don't want to burn out. Watch out for having too many things come together and having too many things on your plate. This is going to be a busy month for all of you. Like, this is where you'll get some of your most important things done as a Capricorn, some of your most important thoughts coming together and culminating. And basically, you don't want to burn out. So employing good health tactics. A lot of people don't know it, but 7 of Pentacles is also about many, many different small habits, daily mundane habits, coming together to make a healthy, wholesome aspect of you. And with the star rooting that down, this could very much be channeling in health for a lot of you. Are you hydrated enough? Are you feeling authentic? I love the star because the nudity represented in the star is saying that we are not ashamed of what we are beneath, okay? Our clothing or what we cover ourselves up with are not depicted in that card. So it's finding authenticity within you, being comfortable in your own skin, basically. So now is not really the time for Capricorn to put on the incredible like silk garments or the incredible like outfit or drive the perfect car, you know, the luxury vehicle. To a degree, you want to be in your own skin and have what you have and save more because of that and become more prominent and more favorable because of that. And it's naturally you will be clothed and you will be supported with 9 of Pentacles also coming up towards the end of the month, which is all about what I was just talking about. It's all about, you know, the best clothing, the best luxuries, the best surrounding things just coming easily. So that you're kind of transitioning from that sense of, and then the sun is also representing the sense of being comfortable in your own skin and the sense of not being weighted by material surroundings. So you've got 2 cards that represent that in your reading. And I think that that's very fascinating. And then you're moving towards the Emperor and 9 of Pentacles, where we get much more material and much more surrounded by things. So it's like, how can you consolidate it, Capricorns? How can you have both? How can you have both the sense of naked authenticity and also the sense of prosperity and material? The second week is 3 of Wands rooted down by the sun. So new horizons, period, paragraph. Something new comes in, a new goal, a new aspiration. I don't interpret this example of 3 of Wands as looking to somebody's turned back. Sometimes you guys might have heard me interpret 3 of Wands that way, where you're looking to something, like in the person of the card, where you're looking at somebody whose back is turned on you. I feel you to be very much personalized in that card, and you are looking towards a new horizon, with the sun sort of contextualizing that. So you want to definitely look towards new horizons, not for the old. We've taken the old with us in the first week, and now the second week we have that, and we're looking toward the new. Third week, the Emperor rooted down by Ace of Wands. I like that because you are becoming a little bit imperial, actually. You are creatively creating like a throne for yourself. You're making a very creative type of throne and type of power system. Watch out for the ego. I will say that the ego can be very strong for Capricorns right now, not for all of you. The ego is not all bad either. But not that you guys would ever get towards narcissism. I mean, of course, there are like narcissistic Capricorns. There are narcissistic all signs out there in some place or another. But you want to really make sure that you're staying humble and make sure that you're staying connective and real to other people, because you could also kind of see some Capricorns really start to wear the crown or start to take control or start to you know what I mean? Like just going crazy with power. So you want to get creative with that, and you want to use that power in a way that makes your family and yourself and the people around you more strong. And with Ace of Wands, your power is also going to come in your creative ability, in your ability to like write or create music or to dance or to do something in a different mold. So Capricorn is all about the mold. It's about the foundation. You guys create the new foundation as well. So you're kind of creating a new way of doing things. Week number 4, you guys have the 9 of Pentacles. You're down by 5 of Cups. So 5 of Cups is our only alarming energy coming up this month, where you see that now you have it. You know, now you've got that power. Now you've got that sense of authority or the luxuries or the material. Most of you, again, not all Capricorns, will identify with that. And so I'll talk about that as well. But for those of you who feel like you've gotten the material prosperity, are comfortable financially and are comfortable in your power, you start to see that there are many, many more layers to this. Okay. 5 of Cups is about layers and about seeing that something that we expected to be really good has brought on chaos or sadness in some way. So you want to really beware of any mentality of like selling your soul or putting a price on your own morals or your own values. Sometimes all the Capricorn energy can lead us to forget about these concepts just a touch, because we realize with the poverty and the homelessness and the difficulties in daily life, we start to think, okay, well, that's way worse than, you know, my feeling about that relationship from, you know, 6 years ago. Like, being homeless is a lot worse. So as long as I'm not homeless, it doesn't matter how happy I am in any other capacity. That can be in Capricorn time. So you guys will see the other side of that, and you will see basically you just want to aim for understanding your actions of the past and moving forward, having consolidated them, okay? Being able to learn from the past, being able to take lessons, being able to move forward. And it's really just that simple. You know, everybody has a sadness or a grief. You know, 5 of Cups is about bereavement. It's about grieving. So some of you might even just be grieving your own past poverty. That's an interesting thing to think about. You're not impoverished anymore. And it's like, but I remember when I was impoverished, that's all I had to worry about. You know, there wasn't any like, oh, I'll put this stock here, or, oh, I'll let this person into my life and hopefully they'll be a real friend and not just be after my own prosperity. When I was homeless, all I had to worry about was the next meal, so on and so forth. These are dramatic hypotheticals, but you start to see that part of the human condition is struggle and strife. And there is no exact political affiliation or wealth status or anything like that helps us to avoid it completely. So there's a nice acceptance here for you guys this month. And with justice as your central theme, it's like, okay, it's just, it is what it is. We have to accept that human condition is here. And we change chapters and we move along. So keep it moving, Capricorn. You are faced with a lot of duty and a lot of chronicles to go through this month and a lot of stories and chapters to overturn. But within all of this is a great coming back to yourself. With the star and the sun coming together, something really, really lucky could happen to you. Again, with the Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter in your sign, this is like a lifetime where something, you get like called to a duty, or you get called to serve, or called to become some type of figurehead even, or some type of, or figure in the lives of somebody else in some way, where you have a purpose. Okay, there's a purpose here, Capricorn. Try to get beyond these sort of existential crisis of, oh no, now I'm too rich and I I'm worried I'll never have friends again, or oh no, now I don't have any money and now I'm worried about the next meal. Like, there are things beyond all of these things. Okay. Money is not going, you'll start to really see that money, and it keeps coming up, money, 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 Capricorn. As some of you probably well know now, like, money does not necessarily solve problems. We have to do that within and spiritually. And you're going to see that here, and you're going to feel so nourished and so hydrated by just finding comfort in spirit and source and being satisfied to some degree with what you've come into. So here we go, Capricorns. Enjoy your month. I hope this reading resonated. If it didn't, be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. You never know what else may be acting up in your chart. And if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button below. I would so appreciate it, as well as the like button. It shows YouTube that you valued this content. The description box below and the show more section will have links for personal readings, my daily updates on Twitter. All of those different things are there. And you can search me on Twitter. It's just Sky Starseer on Twitter. So I've been enjoying doing those daily updates. You guys should come follow me. I will talk to you soon, Capricorns. Much love. Bye. Good luck.